Hi, this is Ask Brock. I'm Brock Yorty. This week's question comes from Mike. Brock, we're thinking about getting into more industrial drilling. What will help us win bids, or more importantly, what will impact us not getting bids? It's a great question, Mike. And, so I think about a couple years ago, I was with a company in Grand Rapids, great geothermal stuff they were doing, and we got into cathodic on the Nexus pipeline and Kinder Morgan lines and natural gas up in Minnesota, which the cathodic industry, there's a lot of opportunities for a good industrial drilling or water well company to do it. A lot of the similar tools, but then there are engineering expectations, there are testing expectations, and there's execution expectations that can impact us. And I think the most important is communicating with whomever you're bidding with, your capabilities and what are the expectations for the job you're going to be on. So first and foremost, what is your safety program? Wow, I turned this right back into a safety question, didn't I? But in reality, they're going to ask what your TRIR, total recordable incident rates, has been for the last 3 years. Or they may ask about your EMR, which is your experience in relation to safety and what that number is. And those are big because those are the first two things that when you get with that big industrial client, they're going to ask those. And then they're going to say, hey, we need to see 3 years of your records. We're going to need to see, your OSHA logs if you're that size company, what your emergency action plans are, what your safety program looks like. Do you guys have OSHA's 10s and 30s? What is your HAZCOM? And then it's going to be go to our safety certification company, if it's ISN, NetWorld, or whatnot, and get validated and get on that. Next, they're going to ask for operator qualifications, and those qualifications are going to have to do with, working on possible hazards, abnormal operating conditions. Again, what do you have in plans in place for SOP and job safety analysis? Next, reliability of equipment. It's going to be a big piece. Your insurance. And then again, as we approach a water well drilling job or a geothermal job, they need us now. We put our price in and we say, great, we're coming because you're out of water, and there's not a lot of those extra questions asked. Where in reality, when we get on these, it's all about execution, safety, and reliability. And so they're very much more going to want to know more information, going to want to know timelines. We have to stick to those timelines. There could be liquidated damages. There's lots of other moving pieces going on. Those are all the things. So you need to communicate, have a very smart bid, ask all the expectations of downtime that's going to happen on that job, because that can impact you from testing to the amount of time it may take for coke breeze to settle before you can put chips on it. Are you going to be setting anodes? And now I'm just throwing out the cathodic things, but in all industrial drilling, we need to know all the aspects, because again, it's just not another water well. Great question, Mike. Good luck. Let me hear if you end up on one of these big projects. I'd love to hear about it.